We didn't have this as a kid growing up in St. Louis. There were no Pocky anywhere.
You really play at this St. Louis thing, Claire.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Well, back in St. Louis, we don't have candy like this.
No, we did
Just
not.
all Jujubes and Mary Janes.
Yeah.
You're like a vampire. You just don't age.
Are you kidding? I definitely age. The amount of white hair that I've gotten on the show.
I mean, are you kidding
From
me?
first episode
6
till
years
now.
Here. You can't see how gray I am?
I know.
I was not gray when I started.
It's like Obama.
Yeah, seriously, I went Obama gray working at Bon Appétit. What were we talking about?
Hey everyone, I'm Claire. I'm in the BA Test Kitchen, and today I'm making Gourmet Pocky. I have to say, I don't know that I've ever had Pocky. Tommy just looked at me with like a look of horror.
What?
You know that thing that happens when like all your friends are talking about something and you've just never heard of it? And you're like, somehow I just missed that piece of like cultural knowledge that everybody has. I have that with Pocky and with other things too. Ooh, nice packaging. Oh my God, look at these. Ooh, they're so like elegant in proportion. Oh my God. These are incredible. I'm like, do people know how good these are? These are so good. Oh my God. Why haven't I been eating these? There's something in this chocolate that is making this so good. My God. Are all the flavors this good? I don't think there's tempered chocolate on the biscuit because I don't think it's pure chocolate. I don't know. It's like there's definitely something else going on with the coating, but the biscuit itself is also like kind of, it's like for how dry it is, it's like weirdly tasty. For some reason there was chocolate and then there was this one which is just chocolate flavor. And I don't know what the diff is. My goodness, these are delicious. Gabby, I just tried my first Pocky.
First ever in your
Ever.
life?
They are so
Where
good.
Have you been?
I don't know, under a
like,
rock.
I love Pocky. I haven't tried like weird flavors. I love strawberry. I love the dark chocolate.
Yeah, so is this dark chocolate and
Can
then
I
that's
hug you?
chocolate? Yeah.
All right, enjoy.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
My God, they're
thank
so
you,
good.
Thank you.
Here's the two. So one looks dark chocolate, one looks like it's, I don't know what. Ooh, this one is so much worse. Whatever chocolate is, it's way better than chocolate flavor. It does seem like there's two strains of Pocky. One is like premium, and then one is like a little bootleg because this is strawberry and this is strawberry flavor. So I'm gonna try these side by side. So this is strawberry and this is strawberry flavor. They're identical. I think they taste the same. I think I like it, but it's also kind of has like very artificial tasting. I'm gonna try matcha. It's good, but nothing is as good as that chocolate one. It was pointed out to me that there's actually a third strawberry. There's some little bits on it, like possibly freeze-dried strawberries, which I'm excited about. Ooh, I'm really into this. Get a look at that. You know what? Amazingly, I think Pocky stands out already as the most truth in advertising in terms of like what's on the packaging. You know, like this looks exactly like that. This is the first one I've opened where the biscuit is, I'm guessing, chocolate. It's good. Because there's actual freeze-dried strawberry on it, it tastes a lot better. Some cookies and cream. Not bad. None of these are as good as the chocolate.
I think you need to do 2 of the clean iced flavors
Yeah.
and 2 of the chunky boys.
So that means the cookies and cream, a matcha, strawberry with strawberry bits, and a original chocolate.
Yep. I think you can do
Visually, I like that the best, and I think it's a good representation of all the flavors.
I love a classic Pocky.
Yeah, there seems to be near universal acclaim for Pocky.
This is the one that we bought. For
Yeah.
sure. This is like the original in my mind.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, chocolate.
Okay.
But taste that chocolate and compare it to the one you just tried. That one is so much better than this one.
I feel like you just don't want too much coating. I think like the defining textural quality of a Pocky is the
snap.
The snap.
I know.
And you don't want the coating to be so thick that it interferes with that.
Oh,
It
I
feels
see
like
what
a
you're saying.
separate experience. Does that make sense?
Yes. I think that's very important. You know where I think I might start? I might start with the recipe that I used in Twix for the shortbread.
Oh.
All right, I think that's looking like I'm in a good place with the size of the cookie. I think it's the right amount of dry, which had a little rice flour in it, which is very good for like snap.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to get these like little marks? It's like little grill marks on it. Do I have to do that?
No.
I don't think so, right?
That just shows you kind of how they made it.
Okay.
I don't think that's important for flavor.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore that part. I think this will be fun.
It's like a good level of challenge for you.
Yeah, I agree.
There you go.
It's time for my favorite part, reading the ingredients. So I'm just doing the chocolate. Wheat flour, sugar, chocolate liquor, blend of vegetable oil, parentheses, sunflower oil, palm oil, close parentheses, whole milk powder, palm oil shortening, contains 1% or less of cocoa butter, salt, artificial flavors, yeast, less polyglycerol, polyricinoleate, leavening, sodium bicarbonate, sodium hydroxide, papain. It's not that much sugar. I'm gonna take some measurements and do a little bit of deconstructing. 12.5 centimeters. Chocolate coating is obviously, it's liquid and then it's dipped. But it's liquid because of the fat that's in it rather than any other like moisture source that's water-based, because anything water-based would hydrate the cookie and make it soft. So here is the cookie part. It's just so perfectly uniform. I'm initially thinking that it might be effective to extrude the cookie mixture rather than roll it by hand. The Pocky have like these, they're almost like little grill marks. I don't know, they're baked on like a hot surface. The overall construction is pretty simple. It's like I make the cookie, I dip it. So I think at this point, the most useful next step will be research. So we'll go over to Gabby's computer. Let's see what Wikipedia says. This one says the first Pocky was sold in 1966, invented by Yoshiaki Koma. Oh my God. They have a men's Pocky. It says Pocky is a very popular treat in Japan, especially among teenagers. Interesting. The name Pocky was inspired by the Japanese onomatopoeia for the snapping sound made while eating Pocky sticks. Ooh, Pocky factory tour. Let's watch this video. Oh, wow. Ooh, that's so, oh my God, that's so satisfying to look at. Given the way that their dough looked, I think a pasta extruder is a good possibility for super uniform, even like ropes. My plan of attack is to work on the biscuit first. My starting point is going to be the recipe that I used in the Twix video for that biscuit, because I think there's like a lot of similarities in texture overall. And then once the biscuit is done and dialed in, I'll then work on the flavor coatings. I'm gonna mix up the batter. So we're a little short on the rice flour. I'm just gonna compensate by adding cornstarch. I'm dialing down the sugar because I don't want this to be particularly sweet at all. I'm not going to be able to extrude this. Like that dough in the video was so extensible and elastic, and this shortbread is not, but I think I have an idea. I want to add some vodka. It's basically a way of adding moisture without adding like hydration. And then I can extrude it and then dry it and then bake it. Jeez, I had no idea that's going to work. I feel like it's kind of working. Are you freaking out right now, Dan? It's working. I'm freaking out. I don't want to jinx it. Just give me a sec. So in this piece, it's a cutter. Okay, I mean, that, it made it. It did it. That seriously worked better than I would have bet. Like, the dimensions look really good. Let's just see what happens when I bake it. I'm gonna set the timer for 10 minutes, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, they have a little bit of color. They're a little pale, but they do have a bottom, like a flattened base from the way they baked, which I kind of thought was gonna happen. It's not great. The more I look at this and kind of like feel it, the more I think it is yeasted. I need more of a snap. Like this texture, it's so hard. And it's not like this, which is, there's no snap. It just breaks apart. And I think I have to take the dough in a different direction completely, which is I kind of didn't see coming. So maybe I want to try doing a couple batches, basically making like pretzel dough or something like it. So I did some research and just jotted down a quick grissini formula, which is like a very simple kind of stiff yeasted dough.
Can I ask one of you strong guys? I swear, for the last 2 years, Brad opens these every time. It's so hard to open. No, then okay, go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you.
Have you been eating man Pocky or whatever they're called? So I'm going to get it in the proofing oven until 1.5 times expanded in size. And then I'm going to move into extruding and baking and just kind of see what happens. It's just making dough blobs. It certainly doesn't really look like a Pocky. The dough is just not so super smooth, so I might try coating it in a little bit of flour to smooth it out. All right, things didn't really happen the way I was hoping. I did make a breadstick. Texture is much firmer, but it's also still not right. There's definitely like too much a flavor of yeast. It's not Pocky texture. You can tell that it got like all kind of bumpy and weird. So I feel like the solution is either to go with a stiffer dough. It'll take me a few more tries for the biscuit, but I think it'll be fine. I feel pretty good about it. Day one, I feel great. It's all downhill. Today I'm still working on the biscuit part. It's just so important to get something that is so firm and crunchy and dry. I might want to, instead of using yeast, only use baking powder. I don't want there to be like a yeast flavor. And maybe start forming them by hand. I'm basically making a simple dough, a little barley malt syrup. You see it often in pretzel recipes. I want a very, very stiff dough. I'm gonna start rolling out piece by piece. Now I'm gonna try cutting it, forming it, and baking it. Ooh, all right. They look pretty good. I'm happy with the smooth surface texture. Try breaking it. Had a nice snap. Is this when my delusional hope is gonna come true, and I'm not gonna be delusional?
I don't know.
Nope. It tastes bad. Somehow it's like more tasteless than the Pocky biscuit. At least I'm somewhere on texture. Like that sort of hard snap is good, but I definitely need to make some adjustments. I don't really like the barley malt syrup. The Pocky is noticeably sweeter. So I might try another round of dough. I'm going to increase the sweetness, increase the baking powder slightly, introduce a little bit of just vanilla extract to kind of highlight the sweetness. But I'm going to keep everything else the same. Ooh, all right. Ooh, they smell kind of good. All right, so they got a little bit golden, but like I think an appropriate amount of golden. The color looks pretty close. There's something still like weirdly yellow about the Pocky. They also shrunk quite a bit, so I'll have to keep that in mind for next time. All right, that was a good snap.
Cookies are ready.
It's kind of good. Do you want to try the biscuit? Do you want to compare it to...
The snap is right. I'm wondering if it says...
Pocky is like more delicate.
A little bit more tender.
Yeah, they make man's Pocky.
I don't like
In
the
Japan.
sound of that.
I know.
What does that mean? Like it's a... Please don't say it's a bigger size.
No, it's
Pocky.
more like intensely flavored.
The Pocky seems to have gotten like a touch of crispness on the outside. Not crispy on the inside, but like very like open.
I
Very
think overall,
similar.
it's partly that the Pocky is just way thinner. Yeah, which is definitely going to be hard.
Honestly, the biscuit, who gives a crap? Just make it a touch smaller, and I think you're done.
Yes. So I think it's size-wise, I think they're really close. If that moisture loss happens, then I think there's like some contracting, so they definitely sort of bend a little bit. I'll have to devise a method for baking them that really keeps them in tight, straight lines. Gabby found these paper straws for me, so I want to basically make like a little trough mold for the Pocky out of the straws and see if that'll work. I might need to get the hot glue gun out. Hot glue it to some parchment to keep it straight.
Hot glue in the oven?
I think it'll be fine.
I'm not eating any of this.
It'll be fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to use hot glue. Let me just try a little bit of foil. Make a little foil basket for it. And I really skipped to the artsy craft stage, the best part. I'm going to just get one in there and start baking it. Okay. So my little straw trough, I think it worked pretty well. So I might want to make a bunch more of those, but before I move into that phase and I just start cranking out baked biscuits, I want to try a version with rice flour. And hopefully that'll be sort of like the final formula for the biscuit. I'm hoping the rice flour just brings a little bit of tenderness because this biscuit that I just wish were a tad bit more tender. Okay. I don't know why, but this light makes me yawn. My 11th grade biology teacher tried to tell us that the reason why yawns are contagious is because it's like an evolutionary thing where an animal bares its teeth at you. I mean, at another animal, it's as like a sign of aggression. Like it bares its teeth back, and it's like, well, then how come when I go like this, you don't yawn? Like that doesn't, like you're not. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think that was right. Anyway, this dough feels much better. I can tell that there's rice flour in there, but overall, like it's improved elasticity, and I think I'll be able to roll it much nicer, and it'll maintain a much smoother texture. Overall, it just feels smoother, softer, more relaxed, more elastic. So definitely an improvement from the last batch. All right, this looks good. This is working out nicely. Okay, so I'm putting this in here. And then I'm going to just put these on here and let these bake through, because why not? And if all goes well, maybe we have time to dip one. Let's see. Okay. They look great. Nice smooth texture on the outside. Take this one out of here. I like my little mold for baking them. I think that's a fun idea to carry into day 3. Good snap. They're pretty light. I feel like they're lighter than before. I feel like it's super close. The biscuit part is pretty much done. Kind of want to give one of these like a quick dip in a little bit of chocolate just to see what happens. Mostly I want to do a test about what kind of coating I get using chocolate without adding anything else to it. I'm just trying to think if there's a dipping method that can employ this straw. What if I try to, and then I don't think it would be a good idea to like put my mouth on the straw. Yeah, exactly.
I think we should try it.
I don't think that it would be very sanitary. This is a bad idea. All right, I'm gonna try it. No, people are not gonna like this.
6:30.
People are gonna think it's really gross. All right, I'm the only one who's gonna eat this. So let me just try. Okay, now, hold on.
What are you doing today?
I have no idea. Actually, Gabby, can you come help me?
Sure. I don't have an apron.
All right, just hold the straw in place, but like pressing down. And here, move your left hand down. Yeah, ready? Thank you. This is not how I thought this was going to go.
Describe what's happening right now.
Tommy, I can't talk about it.
May I ask you what you'd like to do?
May I ask you what you're doing? Because I have no idea.
It looks like it's working.
I'm trying to get it
It
to
works.
coat in a very thin, even layer, but it's not really even. Like, I'd have a better time just like painting it on there. Ah!
There you go.
Is there a smaller one? I mean, this one's smaller, but I think it's too small. Maybe not. Ready? I mean, no one thought that was gonna work,
No.
including me.
We
Oh,
have
it worked.
So much hope
Wait,
in
that
you.
worked so well. That was incredible. It's like not a bad way to make sure I get something really even. But it tastes wonderful. Day 3 will be really focused on the coatings, getting all the flavors right. And that's it. So it's been almost a week. I'm gonna work first on like fabricating and baking off all the biscuits, and then while those are kind of baking and drying, I'll think about putting together the coatings. I know people are gonna freak out, but I don't I'm thinking I'm not going to temper the chocolate. Tempered chocolate is when you heat and cool chocolate to very particular temperatures, so you get chocolate that's like shiny and snappy. I do think that Pocky has a lot of other flavors added to the chocolate coating, and I don't know that I am able to temper chocolate if I add stuff to it. So I'm thinking of fortifying the chocolate with some other flavors and more cocoa butter, which is very solid at room temp, to get something that is like very solid. For now, I'm going to work on the wafer and just try to get a lot of those baked off. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, I think I'm going to work on a new method for baking them in like nice, very straight parallel lines. So this was what I had from last week. It's kind of impractical, one, to sit here and make all of them, and two, because this paper straw, once I cut it, kind of bows a little bit. So one thing I want to try instead is actually like taking a bunch of skewer and staggering them in between the Pocky to have guides on all sides to keep them straight. So most of these look pretty good. I think that the size they became is really nice. It seems pretty close to the width of the Pocky.
What about like those like grill circles?
The grill, I'm not doing the grill marks. That's not happening. I just decided. But overall, like dimensions and everything, I'm happy. But pretty good snap. I do think they need to be a little drier. Tastes is good. They did shrink quite a bit, so most of them are very, very close to the dimensions that I want. And I'm just going to, instead of breaking, just maybe do a little shaving off of the ends. I want to try something. I just hope I don't like ruin it all. So my idea is I want them to all to be the same length. And I'm not getting them extremely even by just doing them all like by hand one at a time. So I'm going to try to shave the opposite side all together. A little nervous that I'm going to break them all. And like they have to be really tight. Oh, I broke it. God. So far, I have 40% casualty. Oh. Why did I try to do that? Dana, oh my God. So annoying. I broke them all is what happened. You know, here's what I should really do. I should just use each one to make the next. Somehow these are like not even. I don't understand how they're not even with the way that I'm doing this. I seriously, I don't understand why they're so uneven. What? All right. Hi.
You making Pocky?
Yeah, you're coming at a very bad time. So I think I had to have a little trial and error, but now I kind of have a system. I'm gonna try to bake the rest. But then I also kind of forgot about the chocolate Pocky, so I'm gonna go back and add some cocoa to the second half of the dough that I have. They look good. So I'm gonna set these aside and do the same process with the chocolate. I'm going to make that one by just kneading a little bit of cocoa powder into the dough that I have. Okay, here are all my Pocky biscuits ready to go. So for the flavors that I'm doing, the 2 chocolate biscuit are cookies and cream and strawberry with strawberry. Then the 2 plain flavors are chocolate and matcha. The matcha, strawberry, and cookies and cream. These are going to be a white chocolate base. For each one, I'm adding whatever its appropriate flavor is. These are like a healthy version of Oreos. I'm going to use that for the cookies on the cookies and cream. Freeze-dried strawberries for strawberry, both the flavored chocolate and the bits on the outside. Matcha is already powdered. So I'm going to start by mixing up a bigger batch of this like fortified white chocolate mixture, and then I'm going to use that to make all the flavors. You don't have to think about how am I going to stand them up. Oh my God. Do we have clothespins? Yeah, I need to like create either some kind of way to suspend them or to like stick them up. And Rona went to look for foam. Bring in the foam. First of all, where did you find this? Is it in the studio? Nice.
Chelsea said we could have it.
Ooh, okay. We might be able to use this. So if we poke it into It's perfect. Okay. All right, so I'm going to sit here and bore holes into this foam.
It's clean enough, right?
So I'm trying to do a quick test just of the plain white chocolate just to see how it hardens. Wait, I'm just going to go stand with it at the walk-in. I would love it if you could take care of that. Oh, oh my God, that scared me. Looks great. Sorry about that.
Quite all right.
So in the walk-in, it hardened pretty quickly. Ooh, it looks very good. Like that's a nice cross-section. Tastes pretty good. I'm going to go one flavor at a time. The quantity seems like it's working out really nicely.
I like your dipping technique.
Thanks. I hate to break it to you. I did not temper this chocolate. Because you can't.
Who cares?
Thank you.
You're getting so much
Right,
snap
thank
from
you.
the thing, like, doesn't matter.
I added cocoa butter, which I think is helping. So here's the technique. And then, wait for it. Look what Rhoda
Stop.
made me.
Rhoda, friggin' amazing. Look at that. It's a pocket. Brad, are you in on this? Look at this.
It looks incredible.
Ooh, nice little dipping jar.
Yeah, and then watch. Ready?
This is the real magic.
Oh,
Oh yeah, great.
bleep that out. I have to clean out the pastry tip every single time, which is annoying.
Good thinking, though.
Thank you. Look how well it worked.
Yeah, it looks great.
And
Little
because
smoother outer.
of all the cocoa butter, it sets
Mats
up
out?
real quick.
Oh.
Because I was trying so hard not to temper it.
Yeah, good job. Looks great.
Thank
Whatever it
you.
takes.
Exactly.
Nice and matte too.
Is anybody talking about the lack of grill marks?
Nope.
Cool.
No one said anything.
Not gonna be me.
Oh, right
Nope.
on the sticks on the conveyor belt.
Brad brought it up.
So here's the basic order of operations. Dip and twist and over into my little scraping area where it gets a once over with the pastry tip. Then onto my rack to dry. So far it's working amazing. This is the most annoying part. I have to clean off the pastry tip every time I use it.
How can I help you?
I think if you want to stand on my right, I'll move over and you can wipe off the pastry tip every time. I aspire for every single gourmet makes to feel like a 7th grade art project. Yay, look how good they look. So now I'm going to move on to the strawberry. It's perfect. Cookies and cream. Yay, chocolate is left. I'm done. I think it's 5:45. This is what happens. I finish and then there's no one here. But you're here.
I'm here.
Will you come look?
You're great on this one. That's
Thanks.
super fun.
Right? That's cookies and cream, strawberry, matcha, and then classic.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Great.
This one, and then
Did it.
this
Like,
board. We got
sorry, like case closed.
right.
You know?
Homemade Pocky. Not that hard. I was denied my moment of satisfaction, but Chris validated me, so that felt good. Super pleased. I love the way they look. We'll let these set overnight. Wrap it up in the morning. Don't even talk to me about day 4 curse or whatever. Nothing's going to happen to these. I hope. We're going to put a big sign. But yeah, today was fun. No big curveballs. No big potholes. It was pretty fun. Good morning. Here I am. I slept down here. But I'm going to try chocolate because I have the most number of those. And that's the classic. Okay, ready? It's still very crunchy, so that's good. Good snap. It's pretty intensely chocolatey, even just having used the milk chocolate. That one's good. I think better than the matcha Pocky. That one's really good. That one tastes like real strawberry because I use real strawberry. Maybe my favorite visually, maybe the weakest overall flavor-wise, but the cookies and cream Pocky was kind of not my favorite, but it looks great. So the other ones taste really good, so I could still consider it a success. Do you guys want to come taste?
No.
Brett, don't you want
I would
to?
love to try.
Yeah.
Taste the rainbow.
Chris, that's a different one.
They look great.
Thanks.
They look so good.
It's like a Pocky buffet.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't tell you the last time I had an original Pocky.
Do you want to compare it to the original?
Not really. I didn't eat
Okay.
anything yet. I can't be eating starting the day with
I know. This is the first
Is
thing
it
I ate
called
too.
Pocky?
Pocky.
with Pocky.
Ooh,
Nice.
Oh, that one's good, right?
Reminds me of like a Pop-Tart.
You made a good Pocky.
Thanks. I think so too.
Your flavors are
Oh,
incredible.
it's better, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're so
Yeah,
they're
that
so
biscuit
crispy.
texture was a little bit hard.
I'm impressed, Claire, with the uniformity of the...
Thank you.
of the
Thank you.
glaze.
You know, hand rolled Pocky biscuits.
You did a great job.
Thank you. It's pretty good. It's like subtle. Salty.
Love it. Oh my god, this is like a candy store. Okay, I'm gonna try matcha.
Right?
I do like it. The crunchiness is tasty.
was all.
Thanks, Gabby.
First a cup of sour cream and 1/3 of a cup of eclair. I'm super excited about the matcha.
The texture of it is like so
I think it's
perfect. But like,
spot on.
Yeah, I like your like crunchies on it though.
Thank you.
I like your matcha way better.
So we were recreating. Thank you. I think it's just like better balance.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like
not
look how
so
much really
intense.
fun this looks.
This was a great challenge.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and there weren't any things that like made me want to like
Kill yourself.
murder Dan or something.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love you, Dan.
We love that challenge.
Are you going to a meeting? Oh, all right. Can I offer you a Pocky
Oh, the Pocky.
from the Pocky buffet?
Yes, the Pocky buffet.
The strawberry is my favorite, actually.
These
These-
are delicious.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I kind of recommend strawberry.
I mean, that one looks really good. Can
It's
do
so
I have
fun,
to eat
right?
it like this, or can I?
No,
remove
you
it?
don't. No one has done that, but you can. Can
I'm
you?
like a goat
Can
eating out
you?
candy.
Come on here.
This is so good.
They're really
This is so
Thanks.
much better than the strawberry shortcake
Yeah,
one
the,
that they
the
make.
strawberry Pocky was like an easy one to improve.
Claire, you've done it again.
Thanks. This one was so fun. Wait, but I want to leave some for Christina. This is for Christina. Considering that I was not very familiar with Pocky before this project, I thoroughly enjoyed the challenge. Like, this looks like something fancy in like a restaurant that you would get next to like your cappuccino at the end of the meal or something. I love how they turned out. So this one was really fun. I'm looking forward to the next one. Thank you for watching. Here's how you make Gourmet Pocky. To make the biscuits, combine 2 tablespoons rice flour, a half cup with 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons brown sugar, a quarter plus 1/8 teaspoon baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. Whisk to combine, and add 1 tablespoon melted, cooled, unsalted butter, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and 2 tablespoons whole milk. Knead to combine, then divide in half. Work 3/4 teaspoon unsweetened cocoa powder into half of dough. Then, working with 1 piece of dough at a time, use a pasta roller to continually sheet dough into slabs, folding and re-rolling until you have a smooth, strong dough. Cut with a ruler and pizza cutter into long, thin strips that are as thick as they are wide. Moisten each strip with a bit of water to create friction with the surface and roll into smooth, thin ropes at least 1 centimeter longer than a Pocky. Repeat with all strips of dough and then repeat entire process with second half of dough. Bake ropes separated by skewers on a flat, parchment-lined baking sheet in a 300-degree Fahrenheit oven until golden brown all over. Let cool, then shave each biscuit on both sides with a fine rasp grater to the length of a Pocky. To make the coatings, combine 300 grams white chocolate, 75 grams cocoa butter, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, and a half teaspoon kosher salt and melt on a double boiler until smooth. Transfer 1/3 of mixture to a pint container and use a hand blender to mix with matcha powder until you have a smooth mixture with the desired color and flavor. Transfer matcha and chocolate mixture to a tall, narrow vessel and submerge plain biscuits 80% inside. Then use a round pastry tip to squeegee off coating. Place uncoated part in holes bored into foam board to set. Repeat process with very finely ground freeze-dried strawberries instead of matcha, cocoa biscuit, and sifted bits of chocolate wafer cookies. Smooth set.
That was so quality.
What?
Such a brat, Ben.
What just happened?
I was about to sneeze, and I know he's like zooming up.
Oh, Ben. That'll go in the blooper reel.
Or the episode.
Or the episode. Which the episodes are basically blooper reels.